Hello class 6. Let's start new chapter in geography and the chapter name is Representation of Geographical Features. Representation of geographical features. How do we represent Earth in different ways that we will study? Okay. The two most important tools of study in geography, they are, first one is globes and second one is maps. Globes and maps. We represent our earth through, when we see globes or maps, we get to know how our earth looks like. This is what? This is a globe. This is a globe. Globe is a three-dimensional model of the earth. Three-dimensional model of the earth means it has length, breadth and depth. Okay. You must have seen the tilted globe. You can see tilted. You must have seen the tilted globe mounted on the stand. Mounted on the stand. This helped us to imagine the tilted position of the earth. Exactly the shape of the earth is like this only. Okay. The mounted globe on the stand also help us to understand the spinning position. Spinning. How does it spin? Okay, rotate. Spinning motion of the earth on its tilted axis. This is axis. Axis. Globe or earth. Earth moves on its axis. As you already know, this motion of the earth called rotation. And what does rotation do? Rotation cause days and nights. The globe is rightly called the true model of the earth. Globe is called the true model of the earth. It not only represents the exact shape of the earth but also the relative size, shapes, distance and directions of all the continents and oceans. Like this is Africa, this is continent Africa. This is what? Here is Arabian Sea. The direction of Arabian Sea is north east side of Africa. Okay, it means it provides us directions of all the continents and oceans. Since globe is the closest representation of the earth, the concept of latitudes and longitudes. The concept of latitude, see, imaginary lines which are drawn on globe, that they are longitudes and latitudes. Longitudes. Okay. You can see over here imaginary line, longitudes. Okay. What are longitudes? Longitudes are imaginary vertical lines. Imaginary vertical lines. Vertical lines that run from the top to the bottom. From the top to the bottom of the globe. The lines of longitudes connect the north and south poles of the earth. These lines are called meridians. These lines are called meridians. Okay. First of all, equator. Let's talk about equator. This imaginary line, imaginary horizontal line on the globe that runs from the central part of the earth and divides it into two equal parts or hemisphere is known as equator. This is what? Equator. The location of equator is 0 degree latitudes. Okay. It cuts the sphere, it divides the earth into two hemispheres, which is northern hemisphere. This is northern hemisphere and this is southern hemisphere. The lines that run from east to west are called lines of latitudes. East to west are called lines of latitude or the parallel of latitude. They are all parallel, while longitudes they meet at poles. Maps are two-dimensional representation of the earth. Two-dimensional means length and width. Okay, length and width as the whole of some part of it on a flat surface according to the scale. Scale I will be telling you later. Maps are drawn with the help of aerial photographs. Aerial means operating in the air, or photographs taken from an aircraft. This is what? This is political map. This is political map. Political maps provide us state boundaries, international boundaries, okay? State boundaries, international boundaries. All these things are provided by political maps. While physical map, they provide us physical features. Okay, here you can see forest. Here is, you can see greenery over here, and there you can see Eastern Ghats, Western Ghats. Physical features, here is water bodies. Okay, there is another water body, Arabian Sea. All these informations are provided by physical map. Okay, here is, this is called what? This is called thematic map. This is called thematic map. This you can see thematic map. Thematic map, they provide a particular feature. They provide a particular feature like vegetation types, crops, weather conditions, mineral resources, industries, etc. All these informations are provided by thematic map. Here this map provides us what? Major soil types. Maps are easily carried from one place to another, while globes, we cannot carry globes easily because they are heavy and they are big also. We cannot take one place to another easily. A book of maps is called atlas. A book of maps is called atlas. Then the main drawback of maps, however, is that they do not represent accurate shape of the earth. But one problem is that with map is they do not represent accurate shape of the earth. Also, they do not represent the accurate shape of continents and oceans. This is due to the fact that on a map, the spherical shape of the earth is represented on the flat surface. How can we represent a spherical shape of an object on flat surface? Spherical. The meaning of spherical is, look at here, the shape of the earth is this. This shape is slightly, the shape of the earth is slightly flat from here and here. When earth moves on its axis, earth moves in its axis, this point becomes what? Slightly flat. Okay, that's why the shape of the earth is called sphere. The shape of the earth is called what? Sphere. And this I have told you earlier in the same video. Equator, the horizontal line. This is what? Horizontal line. This divides the earth into two hemispheres, which is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Okay, this is what? 0 degree latitude. 0 degree latitude. Which imaginary line is there? Equator. Okay, equator. And equator divides the earth into two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Okay, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. After this, okay, this you understood. Not only how many imaginary lines are there, how many imaginary latitudes are there? 190 in total. Okay, here is one more imaginary line which is called prime meridian. Okay, prime meridian divides the earth again into two hemispheres, which is the right hand side. This hemisphere is which hemisphere? Eastern hemisphere. Okay, this part is called what? Eastern hemisphere. Eastern hemisphere. And this part is what? Western hemisphere. Okay, and which divides the earth? Which lines are longitudes? No. This imaginary line, this meridian is called 0 degree longitude, prime meridian. Okay, prime meridian. Okay, prime meridian. Okay, this is North Pole. North Pole. Here is South Pole. The shape of the earth is a sphere, but it is bulges at equator. Bulges. Okay, bulges at equator and flat at poles. The science of map making is called cartography. While the group of people who prepare maps, they are called cartographers. Cartographers, people who prepare maps, and the science of map making, who make map, they are called cartographer. cartographers, while the science of map making is called cartography. Okay, like in map you have political map, physical map. Same way, globe also. Globes are of two types: political globe and political globes. Political globe shows the countries of the world, while physical globe shows the general features of the earth. Like as physical or political maps provide information, same way political and physical globes provide information. Okay, but globe we can see the correct shape, while in map we that is not possible. But map provide us correct, accurate distance with the help of scale. Okay, our next topic is elements of map. First one, title. Title, it tells what the map is representing, whether this map is providing physical features, information about physical, political, what type of map it, and that is we will get to know after seeing the title of a map. Number 2, scale. The ratio between the distance on the map, distance on the map and the distance on the ground is called the scale of the map. For example, the distance on map is 1 centimeter from one place to another, but actual distance is not 1 centimeter. It may be 100 kilometer or 10,000 kilometer. Okay, but this will be given on map. 1 centimeter on map is equal to 100 or 1000 kilometer on ground. That is mentioned on map. With the help of that, you will understand the actual distance. Okay. Now directions. Directions, they play very important role while we study map. Like directions. Directions are 4 cardinal directions. 4 cardinal directions are north, top part is north and the bottom is south. Right hand side is east and the left hand side is west. These are 4 cardinal points, you can say, or 4 cardinal directions. Okay. One more thing is there, sub-directions. Here, this time I am not drawing main direction. Sub-directions or intermediate directions, they are called. This is northeast, northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest. They are what? They are intermediate directions or sub-directions, while these are 4 cardinal points or cardinal directions or major direction. Main directions are 4: northeast, west, south. Okay, they are called cardinal points. I'll explain about scale in next video. Okay, this time I have introduced only what is scale. In next video I'll be telling you some more information about scale. Okay, that's all for the day. We will continue this chapter in next video. Keep sending your assignments regularly. Also, read the topics which I have explained today. Okay, thank you.